Countdown works. Sorry, 1 second. I'm checking. All right, Facebook just don't want to work today. Let's see. But either way, three, two, one, fake clap. Welcome to the Afrotaku podcast, episode 60. I'm Mr. Good Guy, aka MGG, and I'm joined here by my co-host, who will introduce himself starting right now.
Hey, it's Fave 5.
What's going on? It's Jugger. Whoop, audio problem. Hey, yo, dudes, we can't hear
gonna
you,
say
bro.
something? You muted.
Oh, yeah, you muted, bro. You just muted.
What up, it's Deuce.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay.
I
Wow.
exist. I still exist. You know.
Right. Back from the
Better late
hurricane,
than never.
right? All right, so right into story time. Uh Today, I guess in honor of Bleach coming back, even though we have our gripes with the series, we're gonna all share our favorite moments in Bleach. That's the anime question for today. So who wants to kick us off?
Shoot, I'll go ahead knock mine
Okay.
out. Because I don't really fuck with the show. To me, it peaked pretty early, but it's crazy because I really used to love it. And about at the peak of me loving this show, I would say probably when like Byakuya Kuchiki first like showed his Bankai and had like all the pedals and stuff like that. That was pretty
True.
cool, but it kind of leads into my favorite moment is when him and Ichigo fought again. Ichigo had dropped his Bankai. I was just like ultimate hype. It was just lit. I love the fact that like Ichigo's Bankai wasn't like this big thing because I thought it would be with how big his fucking Shikai was, but it was like literally all about compacting that power and being fast. It was just so cool. His outfit was cool. The music was cool. It was a lit time. After that, shit fell off.
Damn. Season one.
Wow. To me, this
Okay.
always stands as like my favorite moment in Bleach, but it is when Aizen basically trolled all of the Gotei 13 and made Hitsugaya stab Momo. That to
Yes,
me was like the
sir. Yes,
funniest,
sir.
saddest, most
That was
serious
crazy.
moment there. Like I loved every moment of that because they
That was
literally was
crazy.
like thought they had this dude. You got to see like literally the coolest displays of powers from the top dudes. And while they were doing all that, they weren't even hyping up Aizen for his ability. They were hyping up Aizen, like not his like Shikai, his sword ability. They were hyping up Aizen for his skill as like just a tactician. Like he had everything ready for these dudes. And at the
Facts.
end, they're like, "Oh man, when did you activate your Shikai?" And he was like, "Bro, when did I tell you it wasn't activated?" Goofy
Mm.
and freaking to me that I haven't like that was like literally the climax of Bleach to me, and then it went downhill after that. But
That's
one of my
fair.
favorite moments.
Shit. Um. Well, I mean, first off, I just gotta say, almost every fight involving Kenpachi Zaraki is up there for me. Cause like that mother effer, I just like Berserker strong mother effers, and Kenpachi was like one of the OG Berserkers, at least in my anime history. So as soon as he first like rolled up on the scene against Ichigo, and like homie's iPad first came off, it was like, oh, so Ichigo about to die today. But anyways, we'll stop talking about that fight because Ichigo shouldn't have won that. But anyways, keep it moving. As far as that, I probably when Ichigo first came back and actually first gave Ukiura that work when he came up with like kind of the hollow combination because that ish was crazy. like the kind of disrespect Buddy was giving Ulquiorra, that like we were pretty much shown as like the strongest Espada in that moment, that he was just grabbing his face, like just curbing him up an actual building and such, and just like literally giving him, stomping him out, like all of that. I was like, whoa. Like we haven't seen anything as crazy of a fight as like that few scenes of just redonkulousness, minus maybe Grimjow from the OG2, which actually was a pretty violent moment also, which probably went down in a couple at the extra couches moment. But anyways, probably that one. Yeah, because like that heat was just like one of the most redonkulous beatdowns, at least in anime, that I personally have seen. Shit. That was crazy.
Deuce, I think you last up, right? Or did you
All right.
say already?
What's the question exactly again?
Favorite moment in Bleach or favorite Bleach moment?
All right, my favorite Bleach moment was when we first found out Aizen was evil, right? You know, Ichigo was on a run. He was running through all the captains. He was going crazy. We thought he was like top tier at that point. And then like they all found out Aizen was evil, so Ichigo ran up to attack Aizen. Boom! This man stopped him with a finger. That's when you realize like, oh, this nigga different. This nigga is different. And then right after that, he slicked his hair back, threw his glasses off, and he was that nigga ever since.
Hey, when he slicked his hair back, though, that
No, the slick hair. Okay.
He did a little
That was
crazy.
crazy. Like how his
The
hair
slick
just
back
like
was
instantly
transformative.
like Buddy used energy to keep his hair like that, like 100%. But damn.
Yo, I'm
It was
convinced
definitely
that it's all
on.
a little illusion, and his hair just like fucked up.
Lows.
It's like real talk.
Cap.
If I had illusion powers, I would just always be fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, that's
I
fair,
wouldn't
low key.
actually go to the barber.
No, real talk. That's actually a decent theory. Like real talk.
That would be cool if Aizen was really like a Smeagol looking ass motherfucker, like under that, but whole time he just had his Shikai activated.
I mean, like you said, when did he ever tell you that shit wasn't on?
That's fair, bro.
That's a very good point.
Yo, y'all heard
That's
it
a
here
very good
first, bro. Mad
Right.
facts. Shit.
Okay. All right, so that was it for story time. Jumping straight into decent news. Player 5, you want to kick us off with the comic stuff? So you dropped some things.
Yeah. So, like, if you've been following Marvel, they've been dropping stuff. I think kind of frequently. You know, She-Hulk been coming out on a weekly basis, and I'll just start with that. I've been watching it, not necessarily because I think it's like great or anything. Mainly just because I'm a completionist. But you was about to say something, dudes?
Oh, I thought he was gonna give Daredevil his props, but I'm gonna let you finish.
Oh yeah, that was over coming
Finally?
up next. You feel me? Welcome to the spoiler podcast. Fuck that. Hey, my boy Daredevil pulled up, and he was kind of clean. Two things I want to say. Hey, bro, Daredevil
In episode
8. He in
Oh,
episode
okay.
8. It's 9 episodes. And they don't need all them episodes. Let me put it that way.
I think I stopped
That's a lot
at
of
6. I haven't watched all those. I just saw that one dude was designing Buddy costume.
Mhm.
The teaser I got, the Immortal Man episode. That was where I stopped.
Hey, Immortal Man was funny as hell.
Yeah, no, I like when he jumped out that window. You don't have to
Yeah.
do that.
I appreciate like what my man is doing with immortality. Like he just like, bro, I'm just avoiding all these situations. Like that shit used to work in the past. Just jump out the window, ain't gotta deal with it no more. Now everybody recording you and shit. Yeah, man, that's wild. But Daredevil, you know, they gave him, I would say, the MCU boost, kind of just like what's that big homie, Kingpin. How he like a bit stronger. Daredevil also like a bit quicker. I would say he was dodging pretty well, a bit quicker than he probably was in the previous thing. But yeah, I think Daredevil ready.
Does
for
it
the
have that
MCU.
edge though? That's my question. Did he still have that edge, or did he
So they
get
had
Disney
a scene
brightened
where
up?
he was in a dark hallway. So it gave you the feel like, oh, we about to get like a Daredevil moment. You feel me?
Hey, shut the lights
the
off.
dark hallway. He started doing his Daredevil thing, whooping niggas in the dark hallway. but then they interjected it with like the MCU comedy, where it's like, oh, were you like expected to finish out all gritty? She-Hulk just come in like, yeah, nigga, we could just She-Hulk smash these niggas. Why are you fighting one on one? You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
So
Okay.
it got like that MCU bit where it's like, that's funny and kind of true. Like, the fuck is you sneaking around, bro? You got a Hulk. Use that bit.
Oh, got you.
What's your thoughts on it?
The big thing, man, you clapping them cheeks, bro. That's the most important thing. The most
He's clapping them cheeks?
thing. Spoiler alert, but fuck that spoiler, because my nigga Daredevil out here smashing She-Hulk cheeks. Shout out to him.
the strong clap, bro.
Hey, bro.
He deserved that, bro.
Somebody told me Daredevil was a Q, bro. I'm starting to believe it.
I think so too.
And what I say from the jump though, give me a chance to knock them big green boots, I'd have been in there. So I feel them.
They say that brought back the MCU. They say MCU was falling off before that. That's all they needed.
Oh,
all they needed.
Wild.
Wow.
Capital
Bold.
Okay.
You know, I will say real quick. I say let's give it a quick rating so far. I just want to hear what y'all think. Me personally, I get that shit. Damn, what's below like decent trash? Like it's decent trash.
Because I haven't seen the Daredevil scene, but because the way I like the way y'all talked about, I give it a decent trash plus. The other episodes, like I felt like the scenes with her learning from Hulk were good to me. I enjoyed like those first few episodes, and then I enjoyed the comedy part with some of the cases. I just felt like it didn't have like maybe it did now towards those final episodes, but didn't have an overall theme. So I just felt like it constantly was going nowhere. Like every episode just felt like, hey, these are like Jen's problems, and it just wasn't for me. Not that it was bad that they were talking about it. I just was like, I kind of like the comedic aspect, like the court case episodes. Even when she was bringing up her old dates, I thought that was funny. I didn't appreciate like the Jen discovering herself stuff.
But like, are you saying like there's no like big bad? Like it's like purely episodic?
So the way they set it up to me is it made it look like there was going to be overarching big bad. I don't know where we're at later episodes, but it doesn't seem like that. It seems very villain of the week, and villain of the week is really like court case of the week. But
I think they setting it up to have an overarching villain, but like it's I think poorly done because we're not really gonna even see this nigga until the last episode. And I feel like if you don't do something like that with an episodic one, like sprinkle it a little more.
Right.
Or just leave it completely episodic and be done with it. So
so there's not even a chance the big bad could like have played into all the other bads that you've been seeing, like Loki.
We got to see the last episode to be sure.
No,
but I don't.
There hasn't really been any villains. Like the one Titania, she's like a comedy, like just a like not really a villain. Yeah, she just be playing around doing stupid shit. But like, I mean, I think that's on purpose. I don't think they like were trying to have a seamless story. I think it's a sitcom to me. Just a sitcom where like every episode is some random shit.
I guess that was their theme.
What?
But no, I agree with you. Like that was their theme sitcom. But I guess I didn't get it until just now because I felt like with all of the other shows, you pretty much got exactly what they were going for in a Disney way. Like Hawkeye, Falcon and the Winter Soldier were action movies and episodes. What's his face? Moon Knight was the Mummy, basically, to me. And then like what was the other one that dropped? WandaVision. I thought it was a throwback to a bunch of shows, but I guess it was that too. It was like a parody of shows, but Miss Marvel was just like a teenage drama. So I was just like, oh, okay, cool.
It's a legal drama, like legal comedy drama, whatever. And I think the villain, I think he's not even going to be in this season. They're going to tease him, and then it's going to be the next season villain or whatever. How many episodes are there? 10? 9?
9.
Yeah, so like they can't do shit in one episode on them. So
and even if we get them, I feel like it's gonna get resolved in like another movie or something.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. But I'm gonna give it. I even forgot our rating scale. It's been so long, but
Oh, come
I
on.
give it a decent. I think it's decent. Like it's not the best of the best, but I watch it on like a Thursday. Like I'm not gonna rush to watch it on Wednesday, but the day after when I'm chilling, I watch it. Throw it
Is
on.
it better or worse than Miss Marvel to y'all?
Better. Miss Marvel was complete garbage. I didn't finish it, and I finished everything. Miss Marvel was trash.
Wow.
Moon Knight was trash.
You thought Moon Knight was trash?
Garbage.
Cat. Oscar Isaac's acting, you can't. Oh my god.
Bro, I don't care about a nigga accent.
Give
The
him an
show was
Oscar.
trash.
Give
This
him an
show was
Oscar. Are
garbage,
you
bro.
serious?
I had to force myself to finish that shit. But Miss Marvel was worse for sure. That was trash.
So She-Hulk is above both of those two right now.
Oh, 100%. Guaranteed.
Very interesting hot take. That's all I'll say.
Nigga, that ain't no hot take. That shit was ass, boy. That shit was terrible. I was so mad.
I got She-Hulk at third from the worst, being above WandaVision and then Miss Marvel at the bottom.
Wow, above WandaVision, really?
Yeah, because I mean, WandaVision decent for the artsy joint, but now that I've seen the complete story of Wanda, it don't make WandaVision hit harder. It makes it hit a little worse. You know what I'm saying? Like her story ended kind of like.
What happened in the end?
Huh?
No
What happened
consequences.
at the end?
Like, you talking about the movie,
it
right?
was like Doctor Strange, like
Yeah, the character.
Oh,
and dropped a building on herself. Like,
I thought she went to go find the rest of the dark holes and destroy them.
Oh, she died?
No.
I thought she went to go find the rest of the dark holes. That's what she told, which I think was like was gonna kill her or something. I don't know, bro. It was a weird way to.
What? I don't know any of that.
The movie ends with like homegirl like self-sacrificing, dropping the whole dark hole building sanctuary whatever on herself.
Oh,
it's
okay.
not like not like we see a body like she.
Oh, the other her from the other universe, right? You mean?
No, the WandaVision from the main MCU.
Yeah.
Who dropped?
You don't remember the end of that movie?
No, I don't. That means it was probably weak.
It sure was. But the reason why it's weak for me is different than everybody else. But anyways. So you say it's above WandaVision and above Miss Marvel. She-Hulk. Interesting.
I think we all agree on Miss Marvel though. That was garbage. That was
from the Muslim context of things, I did appreciate how they integrated. Like, I'm not in her culture per se, but I do. Some of the things that they did in the show resonated with like Muslim culture, I guess. So I think I connected with it probably more than the group from that aspect, and I appreciated the historical flashback a little bit, where they went back and they did the whole thing with the Pakistani like Indian kind of conflict. I actually appreciated those little highlights. The overarching story part I thought was like I thought the characters were stupid, and I didn't really like the jinn thing. But the jinn thing is actually from like those are like in Islam, like the Quran talks about jinns and all that other stuff. So I like that mythos being brought into the MCU. I appreciated that part of it. But I can see why people will put it at the bottom. To me, I connected with it a little bit more than She-Hulk. So they're like tied. I would give She-Hulk the edge because I probably laugh more than Miss Marvel. But I totally see why I said the Miss Marvel's at the bottom of most people's list.
I did appreciate like learning a little bit about like the partition and stuff like that in Miss Marvel, and like getting a little bit of insight into Islamic culture and religious practices. But that ain't enough to push it up, bro. I'm sorry.
I 100% agree with you. I can't be mad at anybody for that. I just thought it was a nice touch. I thought Marvel took a little bit of time to respect that to a degree. They still did it in a very Disney way, so it was still like just like, hey, here that happened. But I still like, that's what I'm saying. I just resonated with it because I was like, oh, cool. It's cool to see these cultural things talked about on screen. People using terms that I've heard aunts and uncles use. Like, you just connect with something like that. Like, it's like same thing with Luke Cage. It was like we all can agree like Luke Cage wasn't the best show, but we probably would still give it like an extra point just because certain things about Black culture we resonated with in the show, and we were just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, but I can also acknowledge, take away my bias and acknowledge that the show wasn't good.
I mean, I haven't watched it, but I just heard it was more or less like a children's show. So
Yeah, I think that's a big thing for me also. Like I didn't like. I think before they even got into all that deeper the Pakistan India stuff, I didn't even get that far. Like it was that I just couldn't watch it. It was like I didn't like the main characters, and I think it's because they were just like they were children. Like I mean, you might have
Yep.
children play in like a movie, but it's not a children's like movie or show. It's just a child in a movie. But that to me was an actual like children's show, and I was like I couldn't do it.
And you
that's
know
fair.
something, and I'll say this is like y'all already know I fuck with a lot of shojo slice of life. So I'm like, it's not the fact that it's not action, because some people try and use that in defense of it, like, oh, you just like action
Right.
stuff. I'm like, nope, not me. I'm like, I just know when some shit good, and that shit wasn't good. Like it was
The
bad.
action scenes were trash themselves though, because it was once again, it was like, bro, these Jin training and fighting for years. I don't
Yeah,
care what
work.
superpowers you have. You're not. Why are you? Why are you able to fight these people at all?
Trash.
It made no
And then
sense. They were
on
gassing
top of
it.
that, it was connected to like a already super disliked character. Why don't nobody fuck with Miss Marvel, bro? Or Captain Marvel? Don't nobody fuck with her.
Facts. Not in the
You know,
MCU.
in the MCU, don't nobody fuck. Even in her own universe, most niggas don't like her. Motherfuckers
Damn.
don't fuck with Captain Marvel as a movie. I'm like, that's just a whole. Who is watching the Marvels, bro? That's about to be the driest MCU movie. Period. That's just gonna be
Hey,
weak.
bro.
I mean,
But
like
I
I
mean,
don't
but
know.
uh-huh.
No, go ahead.
I just feel like they sold the bad shows by trying to highlight by dropping Easter eggs. Like She-Hulk,
Mm.
Daredevil saved it, right? Like Daredevil gave it that extra boost. I won't say saved it, but gave it that extra boost. And then Miss Marvel, I think they were trying to do it with that mutants thing, but I didn't even get to that episode. But like giving her the
Right.
whole, hey, mutants are there. It's like, oh, cool. Like this gonna give it them points to get it like over that little hump with the audience. But
But you know, speaking of Marvel shit that was decent, because I feel like a lot of Marvel been dropping mid to trash with every now and again something that was like actually good. But I really fucked with Werewolf by Night. It's a Marvel special. It's an hour long.
it
It is
dropped already.
yeah, it's dropped.
Yeah, drop. I haven't
Oh, I
seen it,
didn't
bro.
know it dropped. I thought they were just building towards it. I didn't know it came around.
It
Okay,
dropped. I'm
I'll
not
watch
gonna
it.
spoil since most niggas ain't watched it. But I'll give you
Yeah.
the general is that like there is a group of hunters who like hunt like supernatural beings on some like Sam and Dean type shit. They've been brought together to like hunt some creature in order to get like this like super dope magic medallion. The hunter with the most kills there also happens to be a werewolf. They don't know that nigga a werewolf, and yeah, he go through some stuff. I don't know. I fuck with it. They tried to make it like a 50s 40s like black and white scary movie flick type deal. It's
Interesting.
all like prosthetic with like maybe a little bit of CGI for some of the other stuff, but like the werewolf himself is like prosthetic. So like I fuck with that. It's not just like a computer on that bitch. Um, and yeah, good characters. I enjoyed it. It's like it's what I wish all the other Marvel shows were. It didn't bullshit me with 9 episodes, aka 9 hours worth of fluff. Like it was like, bro, here go the story. Boom. That shit done. It happened. Whole story told. You good? I'm good. Let's go. And
Damn.
it was good. I fucked
You
with it.
said it was all black and white?
Yep, it's all black and white.
Hmm.
And it uses similar tropes from like shit like Frankenstein or like the old
Ah.
werewolf movies and stuff. Like the
Mm-hmm.
music is like real old timey and shit like that.
Hmm.
It's set in the present day. It's
Oh,
just
it is.
all black
Okay.
and white and with that theme. And I personally, I think they did their job on that. Like it sold me. I fucked with it. It went hard.
You said it was set present day. Like, is it all residing in a supposed area, or is it like all over, like through the
It's
show?
in some area you don't get the location. They just like it all happens and take place at this like secret hunter base where they do the trial to,
Hmm.
see who will get this stone or whatever. It all
I see.
happens like basically right there. So you don't get to see wear, but I mean they wearing modern clothes. Niggas don't got like ancient shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's in present day for sure. And I'm like, I would love to see this nigga with like Moon Knight and Blade and them. Like that's
Mm.
gonna be fun. I'm excited for these like the horror
The crossovers.
heroes, you know.
Mhm.
Mm.
And then the Werewolf by Night guy, what Jack Russell I think is his name. In his human form, he wore like the Mexican Day of the Dead face paint, and I just thought it was cool. It's usually
Yeah.
like I'm not like overly hyped when they start adding in a little culture and spice and stuff, but in this case, I
Yeah.
was like, yo, that was kind of cool. And then when he turned to a werewolf, he still kind of got the face paint a little bit, and it's
Mm.
like I thought it was cool. I think they just did a good job. It's a good show,
All right.
Mhm.
and it's
What would
only
you
an
rate it?
hour, so not too disrespectful on the time.
What would you
But
rate
real
that?
quick,
What'd
go
you say?
ahead. Well, no,
I
I was
was
going to
just saying,
ask
what
you
would you
about.
rate it?
I would give it decent plus, maybe one
Okay.
above that. Like
How many
it was
episodes?
enjoyable. It's nothing to like. I'm not about to write home and be
Just
like,
one.
yo, you gotta drop everything and watch this shit now. Like, nah, it ain't that cold, but like, it's good. I think everybody will enjoy it. I don't think anybody gonna leave and be like, damn, I ain't really fuck with that.
Hmm.
How many episodes is that?
It's just one hour long
One hour.
special.
Oh,
Only
oh,
1 hour. 1 hour.
gosh.
Yep.
But for the because I see people have been talking about it online. What is the thing about Miss Marvel being a mutant?
She
So
sorry,
Huh?
she has mutant genes, right? Where she got revealed as one, but I think she has mutant
okay.
DNA, and they played
So
the
in
X Men sound in the
episode
background.
legitimately, the whole reveal is the last 5 seconds of the episode where her smart homie, the little like nerd nigga that like her, somehow this high schooler got access to gene viewing technology. Who gives a fuck? But this nigga was able to view her genes. Fuck OSHA, right? Viewed her genes, and then he found that she had like some weird mutation, which is why she got her powers. The Bengal didn't give her powers. The Bengals just caused them to activate, but her powers were from her. And then like in the background after he said that, like the little X Men theme song played, and they were just like, "Yeah, she a mutant." Which personally, I'm like, good because fucking Inhumans were trash, and niggas
Mm.
only wrote them because there was an issue with mutants anyway. Turn all them Inhumans into mutants and get rid of them. Let it be done.
uh, to
All
me,
right.
it was just as from what I heard, it was just as what do we call it, lame to me. It was equally as lame as the Doctor Strange Professor X reveal. Like I didn't get hype
Mm.
at that scene. Like when the dude school chair, I was like,
Mm.
"Thank you,
I mean,
I guess." Like,
he didn't look so old. If he didn't look so old, they probably would. He just looked like he was old as
I'm
dirt, bro.
sorry. Like
They
I
could
don't
have
know.
aged
To
him.
me, like I'm just coming from the last X-Men thing that I really enjoyed was Logan. Like that,
Mm.
and that was closed off the box for me. I know some
That's
other
true.
stuff came after that, but that's where I stopped at. Like this is how I do it. So when you bring
Actual timeline.
iconic characters, especially in that lame way, I was like, I just saw Charles Xavier as an old decrepit man who killed people. That was the last Charles Xavier I know. I don't give a fuck about this guy in the yellow wheelchair. Like I'm past that. Just give me the '90s TV show remake that you guys are planning. I enjoy that. I don't need to see that in the MCU. I don't like because it's not even gonna hit the same. It doesn't look the same. I'm looking for like more of the realism aspect there. So I'm just like, if you bring them in on some cool shit. Don't do this like, oh they're coming, and then when we finally get them, it's like this lame rollout review for a while. And if the reveal ends up being lackluster, I'm just gonna be like, well, you guys could have just brought them in with Scarlet Witch with some dumb shit that she was doing. You could have just been like, hey, she hit the reset button like I thought y'all were gonna do years ago, and
Don't
bring
worry. I
them in
mean,
then.
he like it sounds shitty, but he not gonna be in all these movies going forward. That nigga is too old.
No,
Yeah.
I know that.
So like they did it for the super fan boys.
Bro,
I get you. I
I'm
didn't.
more
It didn't
hyped.
hit. I didn't feel the way when the stretchy nigga came out. I didn't feel the way when none of them niggas came out. I was like,
to me, the best X-Men reveal they've done so far has been Ryan Reynolds dropping a trailer for Deadpool 3.
Oh.
And that nigga was like, yo, what's up? That to me was they all they had to do was that. In my personal opinion. The fucking Miss Marvel drop, the whatever drop, if those two were gone and it was just that scene, it's to me it's equally the same thing. We know they're coming. So I don't know why they have to do like you can just all reveal this in like a one thing. Like Miss Marvel could show up, oh hey, she's a mutant. Oh, this Charles nigga is in another dimension.
This is what I hope, because it started really with WandaVision showing the Fox Pietro. You know what I'm saying? This is all I hope is that, hey, they just doing that just to be like, hey, for people that were Fox fans, here we throwing on a little spice for you because we got the bread, ha ha. But I hope that like when they actually like ready to drop mutants, give me a whole new cast, bro. MCU them hoes. I'm not trying to see none of these old niggas. Hey, shout out my boy Hugh Jackman. You turned up when it was your turn. Well, I'm good, bro. Like,
yeah, bro. People were so happy about it. I was like, no, this nigga's old, bro. Like, I don't want to see him as a Wolverine. Get a new nigga, bro.
I'm like, look, bro.
He's entering the MCU officially. I took it as it's Deadpool. Like, they finna make fun of this nigga. This shit finna be funny as fuck. And last time, Jackman, like, he's not doing this shit for real. I agree with you, Player Power. I'm like, get a whole new cast. Because, first of all, they've already killed the X-Men brand. That's actually dead. Logan was like, saved it, but like, they still did that reboot with Jennifer Lawrence and all those, and all three of those movies suck. And they did it to like my favorite villain of all time, Apocalypse. Like, I'm pissed off that they did him that dirty with that third movie. That shit sucked. But anyways, that's where I'm left with the X-Men. So I don't give a fuck. I'm not characters. Give me a totally new cast. Make them hosts better.
Hey, speaking of mutants, how y'all feel about my boy Namor? In them Wakanda trailers. Tell me you seen the
Does he count as a mutant?
Yeah.
He the first mutant ever shown in Marvel.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah. My YouTube.
I
the wings on his feet. That's his mutation.
Really?
Yeah, the fly, man. That ain't got nothing to do with being an Atlantean or nothing. That's just a.
That's funny. I mean, I heard people mad about this whole like when they first dropped and they showed Namor and they were like, oh, people are bringing in Latin America to, you know, Wakanda or whatever, and niggas was getting mad saying that why can't we just have black stuff for black people? I don't really care. But niggas, there was like a small, loud minority of people that were like, why can't we just ask stuff for us?
Hold up, nigga. Yeah,
right.
Niggas gotta chill out, bro. Not everything on the planet gotta be black, bro. Like, chill out. We can interact with other cultures. We not.
Thanos black, nigga? No.
It's what?
Thanos black? Thanos was in black, and he ran up and runked.
He wasn't.
No, that's a white man. He was a conqueror, a Caucasian man.
Which is true.
Oh, he's getting all black energy to me.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be lit though. I know niggas was mad that Shuri is the new Black Panther. I'm gonna give a quick hot take about Black Panther. I know a lot of people gonna be mad about this. You know, rest in peace. No disrespect to the man, but I think they should have recast.
Yep. Goofy. They stupid as hell. Like they
the whole bag.
They made that decision too quickly off some emotional like shit. They should have recast it.
Take it back.
Yeah, they should have recasted it. I don't know why they did that.
So you guys think they should have replaced them with another?
Yes, 100%.
So like try to like smooth it over, like don't even explain, just straight up.
Yeah.
You know.
No, like like that ain't
just like they do all the other niggas. Hulk was a different.
I mean, I don't know. I know a couple of shows where they did that, and I'll say I still watch them, but I don't know if they hit the same. Like I don't know if anybody's seen Spartacus. That was one thing they did with Spartacus. The author, the guy that did the first season, died of like cancer, and then they switched him to a different actor. To me, it changed the vibe of the show a little bit. I still watched it all the way through, but it changed some shit.
Different nigga.
You said what?
Remember when James Rhodes War Machine used to be a different
Oh,
nigga?
fair.
I mean, but that's different. It was
That is
no
different.
disrespect,
He's the
no
main character.
disrespect,
I mean, he
Was
was
the
no
being a
disrespect.
hero.
He was hella minor at that point
Yeah.
in my mind.
A main Avenger was a different nigga.
No, but I understand like them
I
not like doing it, but I think in the long run I think it would have been a better choice. Like, and it's not like he was only one movie deep, so it's not like he had like 3 movies.
Well, I mean,
You
he was
know,
still in other Marvel movies.
no, I
though,
mean
so,
three. I mean one Black Panther movie
I
deep.
mean, I get
Like
that.
if like he had
yeah.
like how like to have another Thor right now, that would be weird because like Thor been around too long. He been in too many other movies. Like he's Thor, but I think they could have pulled it off. Like if they did it correctly. I still think they
I
should
think
have.
to me they only would have been able to pulled from like the existing cast in my mind. Like if you flipped it and was like somehow finesse Michael B. Jordan or even
No,
M'Baku,
no,
able to sell
Not Michael B.
M'Baku
Jordan.
being that shit. But like to me, I feel
Maybe
like
M'Baku.
pulling a totally different actor. I see the concerns of it. That's all I'll say. Do I
I'm
no,
gonna
I do too.
ruin the series? I'll be real. I'll be totally real with y'all. Before this even came out, I'm actually more hyped from it than I was after Black Panther 1. Because after Black Panther 1, I said they should just stop here. I don't know how y'all will do a 2 because how are you gonna get it to resonate the same? What's the theme? Like the whole underlying theme of Black Panther was also to me like the added benefit. African American versus the African. You sold us like that. That storyline was very like impactful. So when they moved to the next one, I was like, eh. But to me, if they do it right, meaning if they have black people writing it, I would just go black woman empowerment with this movie. And I feel like it would make sense. Because at the end of the day, if you really think about it, especially in African culture, like I'm talking about like, whatever, like West African culture specifically, women are like matriarchs are very important to the tribal system, like the culture in general. And honestly, having lost that man and showing like how the matriarchs or the women in that thing rise to whatever or prominence, I think they could have had a very good story around it that would have Black Panther, like the passing on the torch to the whatever thing. My only thing is just I'm like 50-50 on it. I won't say that I totally hate that they didn't replace him. I don't think it's gonna ruin the series because I don't think I'm that invested in it to where I'm like, damn, I'm totally gonna watch Black Panther because Shuri's
Oh,
Black Panther.
I don't think it's gonna ruin the series either. You know, I don't think that. Like, honestly, I'm more concerned about how they handle his death in the movie than anything else. I was like, that is my main reason because I think they're gonna do some bullshit what that doesn't make sense, and that would annoy me more than anything like that they could do. So, like, that is what I am concerned about.
Okay.
Okay. I hear that.
I do not think that it will ruin the movie because I think one Black Panther did good in having a good, strong support cast. Like everybody can think of one Wakandan they like. That's not
Right.
Chadwick Boseman. You know what I'm saying? So like they already got a good cast of people that'll carry it, and the whole Atlantean thing looked dope. That'll carry it. They're gonna make money. I just feel like T'Challa is a very, very, very important Marvel character. He was very important to the MCU. He is very important to a lot of people out there as far as like connecting and relating. He's probably one of the most prolific black characters in all of comic books. And he was killed off because a man portrayed him really well because he was that important. To me, I think that defeats the whole purpose of like, yo, this nigga is being brought to real life so that people can have a fake idol. But you got rid of him because a nigga did it.
Only in my mind, only 2 people could carry that shit to the finish. Because in what I heard, right, and I believe this, is that he was, if Chadwick didn't die, T'Challa was really supposed to kind of be starting to be positioned as the next like Iron Man, like leader of new wave of Avengers, right? But he died, so like now it feels all like stagnant. My mind, call it jokes, whatever. Denzel, Will Smith, them the only 2 niggas who could actually carry it to the finish in that position. In that position, bro, it's gonna be hard for them to sell them in. But hey, for Denzel, hey, bro, cousin from over there came through, got the suit. There it is, bro. Older cousin, bro, or uncle or some shit. Will Smith, easy sell.
This is my cast, who I would cast as the replacement T'Challa. And because if you do Denzel or Will Smith, they older, so you got to have like a
That's
story
one thing
beat
I was
behind
thinking
that. I would just
100%.
recast T'Challa, and I would cast John Boyega as our new torch to T'Challa, and we just roll. That man can act. He fit the look. That nigga also is funny. He already do Disney. He know how to handle big movie pictures. John Boyega eat that role.
I feel like that would give me Spider-Man vibes. I would feel like he needs a mentor.
Oh,
And you
what,
gotta
'cause
see
they-
him
That's why,
Wait,
because
you
he
seem
looks
like the
young.
opposite?
Because he looks
That's
young.
the only thing he got is that he look young, but he has had roles where he's supposed to be like tough, stern, even kingly. Hell, in Woman King, he's the king. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wait, really?
I didn't buy it. I'm sorry. I saw the trailer. I didn't watch the movie, but I saw the trailer and I was like, I don't buy this. I started laughing when I seen him as a king. No disrespect to John, bro. Great actor. I'm like, all due respect, because niggas is coming up. You may run into these niggas in the future. I'm rolling out my apology tour now. John Bodega, whatever, you hear it here first. Because if I ever meet you in person, I do not think you're a bad actor. I just thought you look a little young, and I feel like that will position you in like this Spider-Man, I need a mentor type of position in the if he played T'Challa. That's what I would just keep looking at him like I feel like he needs someone to advise him in some way.
I don't know, bro. I mean, John, I was curious, but like John is our age. I mean, 30 years old as a king. I mean, that makes sense though, don't it?
A young
It
king
does.
is about
I'm
to
just
be
telling
a
you
young
how
little
he look.
young, maybe, but I mean,
But
you
T'Challa's supposed to
could
be a
finesse
young
that
king.
if you wanted to. I feel like.
I don't disagree with y'all. I'm just telling y'all how he looked to me, bro. That's all I'm saying. It could be just me, and I'm fine with that. All I'm saying is he looked kind of young. I feel like Chadwick felt complete in that story. Even in the first movie where he still had to kind of learn some lessons, he felt complete. He felt like a leader. He felt like he was worthy of the position he was standing. He felt like a king, like that didn't need to learn any lessons. He just needed to progress to what he just needed to get shit done. You know what I mean? So what other black actor has that type of strength that isn't Denzel or Will Smith to like immediately and take the torch forward and even reinvent that shit. Jonathan Majors would have been the other one, to be honest, but he's king. Because Jonathan Majors, to me, is one of my favorite actors currently, bro. That dude is next level. Every movie, everything I watched him in, great. He's up there. But they wouldn't let him do that.
Hey,
they could do a king finesse.
They could have did some like
king finesse.
multiverse
finesse.
Multiverse shit. Somehow he's T'Challa too. I don't know.
And he would definitely do that. He would kill both. He would murder both roles. Jonathan Majors, like, for sure.
They both have a better accent than T'Challa, than Chadwick though. The accent is better. So I know niggas gonna love that. Don't let him have a Nigerian accent. Then Nigerians gonna go for it.
Hey, Damon Idris, another one coming up, bro. He got some powerful acting too, bro. He might be believable. And he dark.
A suspect in that trailer though.
Who?
Hey, Jonathan Boyega or whatever that nigga name is, Boyega. My man really sound like a Nigerian uncle in fucking Woman King.
I mean, he probably is Nigerian, but I'm saying if we're talking Nigerians or Africans, the buddy from Snowfall, that's him, bro. He British. He from I don't know where he's sourced from. He might be from Ghana or Nigeria, but I'm pretty sure I want to say Nigerian, bro.
Hey,
that's another one.
Can I say something as far as like decent news and while we talk about African shit? I don't know if you guys there's an echo.
Yeah.
Get your shit right, bro.
Boost Mobile.
Hell no, he said you got. I ain't gonna get into it, bro.
No, it's that Spectrum. It's that Spectrum Wi-Fi.
Hell no. But I watched The Woman King, and decent movie. I enjoyed myself. It was like, oh yeah, this kind of lit. But the thing that
Yeah.
pissed me off, right, after I watched this movie, after I get hyped up on all this blackness, I decided to go like look up the history of the tribe that they were portraying.
Yep.
And bro, I end up finding out these niggas
They sold
responsible for
slaves.
1 in 5 of slaves brought to America. I was like, y'all just
Yeah.
had me hyped behind low key a Hitler film, nigga. Like,
Oh,
I
shit.
shouldn't be cool with these niggas. Y'all
Yep.
dirty for that. Y'all dirty for that, Hollywood.
No, I heard that wave was going around TikTok for a while. I didn't know the numbers was that crazy where it was 1 in 5. That's wild.
Damn, really?
But yeah,
Wow.
it was a
Okay,
business
no.
for them.
That's
And they
crazy.
didn't even
They
want,
tried
from
to
what
have
I've
them niggas were like the heroes.
yeah, from what I've heard from Hotep TikTok. So once again, these aren't actual car facts. This is Hotep TikTok facts. That they didn't like when the slave trade started to end. They were one of the people that were like very resistant to doing that because I mean, obviously, it was generating a profit for their area. So
Shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm calling it now. I don't source from those people in any way. My
Yeah.
people is from Sierra Leone. I just want to make sure that
Hey,
nobody's coming for me. Them motherfuckers is from Benin, I believe.
Wait a minute.
I believe that area is Benin. I don't have any relation to
Reparations.
any of
We
the
need the
characters
reparations.
in the
Bro,
Woman
hey.
King.
MGG, I need them reparations of
Yes,
both of you.
sir.
I have
Until
no,
you get
I have
the
no
DNA
relation to
Carfax.
anybody in the. I have no relation to anybody in the Woman King. Sorry,
We gonna get that shit. It's gonna be like
they
98%.
said
98% slave trader, nigga. Hey, you know we got black
90.
on the ancestors. We got.
I don't like all this black on black crime. I think as people we're supposed to be united in a singular
Wow.
front. I don't know why we're doing all. We're clearly missing the point here, bro. There's a target, and the skin color ain't like our say, bro. It's not us.
All right, bro.
Once again, I'm stating it very clearly for the podcast. I'm not related to anybody that was surfaced, shown, or whatever in the Woman King, bro. That's all. Don't come for
That's
me.
all I had to say about all that.
All right, let's breeze through winter anime. Anybody want to highlight anything there real quick? I might watch Blue Lock, Chainsaw Man. That's about it.
I'll talk about the couple that I'm watching. The best anime out just came back out with season 4, Golden Kamui. Yeah, shit, it's back out. Peep it. Go watch Immortal Sugimoto. Spy Family season 2 came out. The cutest girl in all the anime, Anya. Go check it out. And I've been watching High School of the Elite season 2 that just dropped.
That shit is dope. That shit is amazing.
Oh, you watch Classroom of
How
the
it-
Elite too?
You
So
gotta
all
watch
4
the
of
whole
us is on
season.
there?
I mean, like it's a slow start, but the end though, bro. Oof.
No, I'm just saying all 4 of us is on it. I've dropped season 2 a little bit, so I ain't all the way caught up. I stopped after he finished the little thing, getting that blonde girl to his side and shut other dude down. But I haven't finished it.
I'm caught up with the most recent episode. This is my only issue. I like the show. It's good. My only issue is that damn, can bro get some comp? Like he just washing niggas left and right. Like I want him to have lose or something. My nigga 2 seasons.
So he's still
straight.
he's
Well,
still
I mean, see
struggling.
that's the issue. I mean, I
He's
guess
a
that's
monster,
kind of
bro.
like one of the biggest cons that I have with the show is that it's slow, and that's like a point of it, right? Because I mean, each season more or less is like them kind of taking on a class. If you after you finish the season, you'll kind of see why. But the point is that I don't think Buddy's really gonna have competition until the next season. You just gotta watch it all.
Is Buddy even competition? Old girl, brother, or he ain't touched him yet like that?
Well, he about to
The
leave.
student council.
He about to
the
graduate.
student council president. Oh no, I mean like
Because they made it seem like in that little race.
I mean, like
First of
it's
all,
more.
he was playing around in the race. He could have won the race for sure. Yeah,
you was playing with him then too.
Yeah, boy. That nigga
My
was,
boy, I can't lie. I actually don't like him that much as a main character. He's dope though, but like it kind of plays to what Player 5 was saying about his OP-ness. It just is like, all right, so you win everything. Like it doesn't make it as interesting. I like seeing the plans get executed, but his emotionless kind of state is not it's not fun. He just like, oh, okay.
I'm not a fan of his character either. I just like the show. I just think it's a good show.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I kind of like the character. I mean, I guess I'm going against the group here, but it's like this is more or less what I kind of see like a true code. I mean, low key psycho, because if you think about it, like no humans really like programmed to not have emotions, obviously, right? But it's like fuck. Like if you think about um a true like just stupid smart genius level IQ, and he has mission slash goal slash task for himself. This is how I see the most efficient way to accomplish that task. Again, it's not like morally right, however you want to define your own ethics, but it's like the kind of person that has to be able to do this kind of ish is his personality. So it's like it just makes sense to me, and it's like I guess a little refreshing to see when like everyone else would be like tripped up here and there because of like emotional ish. All his like I don't even think you could really call him trip ups, but the only time he really does trip off is only when he doesn't fully commit or care. Almost like a Shikamaru in that sense. Like I don't want to put my full energy because I really don't need to. But anyways, point is though, I mean like boy just got I mean, he just got like stupid schemes. Like everything he does really do got like some kind of background behind it. And every time like you think, oh, he's finally doing this because of emotion, it's not. Like it's really not.
Yeah, I got
And it's just like, holy shit. Like, buddy really just stayed on that. But anyway.
So I got a question for y'all. Where do we think? First of all, what's the main character name? I didn't forget. And then
Ayano Koji.
I have no idea.
Koji. Where do we
Ayano
think
Koji.
he lands as far as like great anime strategist? Like, is he up there with what's Buddy from Promise Neverland? Big Norman? Is he up there with niggas like him? Is he a
not up
light
there
type of
for real,
nigga,
though.
or is he really just going against?
He said Norman's not up there.
Okay, if we're talking about this kind of comparison, bro.
Big cat. That was a big
Before the
cat statement
time
right
skip
there.
Norman.
I'm sorry, bro. I mean, like,
Don't act
don't
like
get me
y'all
wrong.
wasn't
Like,
rocking with Norman
Norman
before
got
the
like
time.
them smarts, but not like Ayano Koji,
Well,
bro. Like,
And that's what I'm saying. Like, here's the problem. Because dude got bulletproof plans. Like Ayano Koji or whatever his name is, like his plan's bulletproof. So I can only compare him to niggas who also lived in their world with bulletproof plans. Norman's plans had holes in them, and they just weren't that exploited. Light Lelouch are the only two people that I bring up when we talk about strategists with bulletproof that just stay with bulletproof plans. Like, nigga, you got plan for that plan and that plan.
Can I say this? Like, the shit Ayana Koji has to come up with is easier to be bulletproof than being stuck in a system where you meet
right
and then have to outsmart motherfuckers that's already been through the same.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, to me, the people that Ayana Koji is playing with are like very low level strategists. Like, because he always just fully predicts their moves. Like, he just goes, I know exactly how you're gonna move, and the plan never I've never seen him so far from what I've watched been on like I didn't expect them to do that type of situation. Everyone plays exactly into his hands. Light was like, nigga, here's a plan that counters every single way you could go about this thing, bro. This everything is countered, bro. From what I understand from Code Geass, Lelouch is similar. Same thing, bro. I'm coming up with strats that think about countermeasures or whatever the fuck. Norman was like almost on that level, but like I said, his plans had holes. So for him, it's just like, to me, it's like a god playing with easy mode characters. So it's hard for me to gauge where he lies in strategists, but I don't think he can hold a candle to the Lelouches and Lights of the world, if I'm being real.
The Light wasn't bulletproof either. But he had a L, like the classic elite nigga doesn't have an L. So like you said, he just fighting against normal like regular niggas.
If Light was in Classroom of the Elite, he's Ayana Koji, and probably better in my opinion.
Hey, am I frozen?
That nigga.
No, now you're good, dude.
I can't even see myself.
That's tough. I need more time.
You can leave and come back.
Ways right now, but I don't know. I feel like there were at times it's been a while since I actually like had a full watch through Death Note, but I feel like there were times homie was like sleeping. I mean, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, I don't know. There's like a couple times where he was like stumbling, or he made like at least not the best move at a time.
When we're talking about Light to kill Lindell Taylor, like big goofed. You know what I'm saying? Like Light definitely made goof ups, but
he's not bulletproof at all.
He was going against like a high caliber opponent, whereas
That's the
this nigga
counter.
Ian
Yeah.
Koji just picking on dumb niggas.
100%. They think they're smart.
I mean, it's just. I still think that's still just tough to tell, though. I don't know. I mean, like, I would at least like give you a little bit more if Buddy was actually just had a moment where it was just like, damn, Buddy really did that. I didn't see that coming. / I didn't foresee that possibility. But I mean, we literally have not seen homie stumble in any category. I don't think as of yet.
I would say L had an advantage though because like obviously he had like a death note, so that's like a huge advantage. And Koji, he is at the end of the day, he is on the same playing field. If anything, he's actually like beneath because he's class D or whatever they call it. But yeah, L, even Lelouch, he still had like shit on his side. I mean, he can tell you what to do. You know what I mean? Like they got shit to assist in their intelligence.
But in my mind, like I said, like the unfair part of that argument to me is that I feel like his superpower is the fact that he's a genius, like in the show. Like I felt like that is his special ability that is like the Death Note to Light or like the whatever to Lelouch, the Gias to Lelouch. It's just like, oh hey, like I'm a super smart nigga and these niggas don't know I'm that smart. So I just keep like kind of counteracting niggas because they're stupid.
Well,
like they don't buy how smart I am.
Every nigga he going against is stupid because nobody in his group, like only one person, the main chick he talked to, was ever like, oh, why this nigga puppeteering us? You feel me? Niggas
He be
just
Demon
like,
King and niggas, bro.
Okay.
He Demon Anos. He literally show you like, look, nigga, I'm the Demon King, and they like, nah, bro, that ain't the Demon King. I'm like, okay, so you just choosing to be, you just choosing to be stupid, my nigga. Like when he counteracted the dude, I think from class C or whatever, the long haired homie who's the asshole. I'm like, bro, at that point, your focus should shift to like, okay, I need to like totally, what the fuck is up with this nigga? Like there was too many plans where it was clearly Ayana Koji that did it, and he was like, nah, bro, this girl's smart as hell. I'm like, that should not be that easy.
Fair.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If you were really that smart, you would have figured out it was. Took him, like, Ayana Koji had to be like, yo, it's me, nigga, for him to go like, oh, no, it's you?
He had to beat his ass for him to
like, boot to ass, boy. Like,
oh, he beat him up too?
Oh no, he
I gotta watch more episodes. I gotta watch more episodes. I didn't know he beat that nigga. Oh yeah. I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
Crazy, low key. I didn't see. Now that's what I didn't see coming. Like my man said,
I know he dropped him.
You up?
He two-pieced his ass.
It was more than a two-piece, nigga. He told that nigga like I thought like it was his plan to like turn into a fight, right? He was like, no, nigga, like I wanted us to become physical. I wanted to fight. I was like, what is that?
Like, he beat you, bro. Really beat that man. Like,
his whole crew.
Perfect, bro.
Made that man not want to bully niggas no more. Like,
right? Like one of the biggest things was like, how is he going to take
what happened
to
homie? His black homie wasn't there.
That's what I'm just saying. Like,
he beat black homie.
Yes.
He beat his black homie too. Oh,
yes,
I gotta watch this tonight. I gotta watch this tonight. Y'all tripping.
He literally told them that he like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y'all don't have enough niggas here, bro. It's about to get nasty.
It was crazy. I didn't see it coming at all. I was like, what?
What?
I really thought that homie had to strat his way out of that situation, but it was like, nah, I'm just gonna roll up and F him up.
I thought he was gonna snitch.
I was like, wait, what?
I'm about to go snitch. And that nigga was like, no, his hands, nigga, it wasn't good.
It was crazy, bro. Like, that was the best twist of like the entire show so far. Like, no one could have saw that coming.
Ella still put them dirty ass boots to that nigga face, bro. Real talk. Ella beat his ass, bro.
Come on. Like, really? Really?
Dirty ass boots on his head.
Okay, my guy. Okay.
Wow. But anyways, I feel like you didn't answer the question. So where do you think he lies? As far as like anime strategist goes.
Like the niggas we usually call geniuses, which I think we all differ because I consider Shikamaru to be one of the lower niggas. I would put him like maybe like right above Shikamaru at like comparable, if like maybe slightly above Norman. And I get that Norman fell off hard, but I still think like what Norman was going against was like exceptionally difficult, and I feel like Ayana Koji might be able to get through it, but at the same time, I just haven't seen this nigga challenged enough. It's a
Mhm.
huge jump to say that he up there with these niggas, but at the very least, I feel like he at least above Shikamaru because it's like Shikamaru basically do the same thing as him, strategize against a bunch of dumbass niggas, and
Is he
like
the Saitama anime strategist?
no way, bro,
We
no.
ain't seen his cat. We ain't seen his max. Have we? That's what it sounds like. We feel like we have not seen his max, right? We
Universal
seen
though.
every
No, this nigga
max.
is
That's.
actually
I mean,
fucking stupid. He fighting
that's
niggas.
only right if we see like a huge. There needs to be a big enough gap there still.
Yeah, like
And
we
that
see
But the
gap's
thing
not
is,
Saitama.
big enough.
everything does everything feel casual to this dude. That's what I mean.
But like
Saitama,
it will be
everything was
casual to
casual,
the
I
so you
mean,
motherfucker.
in
couldn't.
that sense, sure. I mean,
I
okay.
would say he like I can't rank this nigga until we get to like other classes
The
because this the
competition.
class C
Yeah,
was about brute strength to me, like right. So like
it was. It
that
was.
nigga wasn't a smart nigga in the end. Like he ruled his class by force. He said it himself. Like
Yeah.
violence is the most important thing. So he wasn't a smart nigga. Now like
Yeah.
when he gets to the other classes, I think we gonna see like if he like just like running circles around them, then okay he can maybe move up a rank or two. But until then, I can't put him above the top tier niggas yet. You
But
know.
I can't even. Like this, the thing. This is the problem. Like, which goes back to Player Five's point about them being. When I look at Class A, I don't know if Ball Homie is still relevant, but Ball Homie is special to me, bro. Like, and I think he was in Class A.
I don't. They
That swole
highlighted
ball
him.
dude, I was like, bro, I feel like this an easy dub for them for real.
That's
But that
that's
was the
why he
whole
in
point. Why they
trouble.
didn't even really show him in season 2, though.
That's
I
why
was
he
thinking the same thing, but that if you remember, he
Yeah.
was like trying to separate a faction from the true OG, which was that chick.
From that girl.
So
The girl who's also the child of the headmaster or some shit like that. They're like,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
yeah, and also he's afraid of his dad. Like he on some pussy shit. I don't know what that about. So like, I wasn't
I
afraid of
mean,
her.
I don't. I mean, I wouldn't call that entirely fear. I mean, at the end
Oh,
of
we
the day,
don't know. Look, we need to know. We need to know more. We don't know enough. So until then, I'll go
no,
tomorrow.
in
He
case
about
that
tomorrow. No, go ahead. No, I agree. I agree. Player 5 that he's above Shikamaru, but he can't see the mothers. He can't.
And then
He
this is
can't.
another thing I want to say because you know this gonna happen. This is just anime law. He came from a place that trained him up. It's
right.
another nigga from that same trainer that's gonna come through in the next couple seasons. You feel me?
Oh
He
yeah.
gonna have his near mellow type
Oh
nigga
yeah.
gonna come through like I was always number one in the class type nigga. That's gonna happen.
That's what I
When
was
that
waiting
nigga
on.
show up, we'll place this nigga.
I would. I was like, I feel that, but they still gonna have to argue that a little bit for the simple fact that the headmaster literally came and said, "You were my greatest product." Like, there's a reason he said that. So
It's gonna be a new nigga. It's always a new nigga. This anime. We don't watch too many anime. We know this nigga coming. It's gonna be another motherfucker.
No, it's Sword Art Online.
I mean, but
It's
you
Sword
could
Art-
argue that's even the chick though, because the chick knew about the program he was from. If you remember that final
Maybe she's from
episode
there.
and scene,
I didn't peep.
So F around. In any case, she definitely has some kind of relation to Buddy that FN trained him up. So that's why I think she's gonna be like the greatest adversary. So after we see that, that's when I think we could probably truly gauge him. But I mean, as we all kind of agree, we just haven't seen him go against true competition yet.
All right.
We gonna see.
We good on anime? We ready to jump to the anime segment?
Yes, sir.
All right. So for an anime segment, we had a tournament running like probably like 2 months ago at this point. But it was most disliked anime characters. So how we typically do this, like everybody get a top three. We have any discussions we need to have about people's top three. But anyways, to go over the list of contenders, we had Sakura from Naruto, Rachel from Tower of God, from Akame Got Kill, Bitch or Malty from Rising of the Shield Hero, Gabby from Attack on Titan, Akemi
Gabby.
from Erased, Emma from Promised Neverland, and Kagome from Inuyasha. Or am I? Or was it Kikyo? I don't remember which one. I think we did
it's Kagome. You good.
Kagome. All right, Kagome from Inuyasha. So, what is everyone's top three?
Go first.
All right, I'll go first. I don't have a top. I have a top two. I don't have a top three.
Okay.
I haven't seen all of them. I think I haven't seen what is it, Erase? What?
Erase.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, so I can't comment to that.
Good,
So
bro.
that would be the third one. I don't know, but for me, you gotta go with the shorty from Tower of God. I forget her name.
Cap.
Hold on,
Rachel.
hold on. Rachel
Go ahead.
and bitch. Her name is bitch, right? Or bitch?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you
Cause,
can.
like,
Wait. Well, which one was one? Which one was two for you?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Damn, is that close? Oh shit.
Like to me, like I went with these two because everyone else, oh, is this the most hated character in the anime community, or who I hate the most?
It's like
Who
you
you
personally.
hate?
Who like
Who
who do
you
you
hate? Your
dislike the most?
perspective.
Like,
Oh
who do you
yeah,
hate
I
the
would,
most?
I would say those two because everyone else, like people hate Gabby. Gabby was doing her job at the end of the day. She was doing her job.
Big facts.
Big
Big
facts.
facts. So many
I mean,
people were
it's sad,
arguing
but-
that Gabby was like, I'm like, bro, if you hate Gabby, I hope you hate Aaron too, bro. It's literally the
Right.
same person. They
She,
doing
like,
the exact same.
She was the only one who able to kill them niggas. Like she was going crazy.
True.
And shout out to her.
And she at
Sakura,
least turned around at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Sakura, like she just is useless. I mean, I don't hate her. She ain't do nothing. Like she ain't do nothing for me to hate her. She just don't exist. Who else is on the list?
Rachel Saryu from yeah, the girl who killed the scissors chick with the
Yeah,
dog.
killed.
Like
Yeah,
She had that dog.
kept pulling up on them niggas.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Emma from Promised Neverland and Kagome from Inuyasha.
Like, bitch, like she was just doing that shit for no reason. Like I to this day, unless it's another season that I missed, I still don't understand why she was doing that. Like from the get go, she was just thinking, right for what, bro? Like she was on some wild shit from day one. I still don't understand why. There was no reason behind it. Like she wasn't even like they weren't even like really antagonist like enemies. I just don't get it. And then Rachel was just as bad because like she just do it because she was jealous. Instead of you like fuck with this raw ass nigga and rise to the top with him, you gonna push him into the water to try to die.
Literally,
I feel like folks be but see my thing with this list, I'll just jump into my three. But my thing with this list is I feel like some of the people that people were like listing as their top was coming from a place of hurt feelings. Like, or they were getting triggered. Like Sakura was like, oh bro, I remember that girl in high school or whatever that I was chasing after and dogged me out. So I Sakura reminds me of that chick, so I hate. You know what I mean? Like people were getting triggered by certain things that they did that reminisce of other things. So, anyways, my top Akemi is 3. I would give her 1, but like she was abused and kind of like passed it on. But like I can't favor child abuse. She 3. 2, I would go or bitch from Rising of the Shield Hero because like I said really was on bullshit with Shield Hero literally for no absolute sense at all. She was on and for no reason. And then Emma is number 1 because she single-handedly ruined an entire series for me. That's just how I personally feel. So I have to hate her for that. I'm like, bro, I know people like, oh, why I'm like, because her character. Now, some of the ones niggas was talking about that I think is like straight cap. Why I don't go with Rachel is because I feel like the Rachel thing is self-inflicted, bro. She showed you she not fucking with you. Leave her ass alone. It's as simple as that, bro. As soon as she betrayed you, leave her ass alone.
At that point, she wasn't doing that. No, at that point, she hadn't done that yet.
When she pushed, but I'm not as deep as you are, so like it might have changed. But from what I saw all the way up to the train, a lot of that shit was self-inflicted. I got all the way up to the Hell Train.
He's a goofy for still chasing her.
Self-inflicted.
He's a goofy for still chasing her. I agree with that. He's dumb as hell. But like the initial betrayal there's no reason.
No, that initial betrayal was bogus. But to me, then right, are we holding it just off that initial betrayal? Because she did a lot more bogus. But to me, all the bogus shit she did after was because Bam let that shit happen. So to me, that's why I'm like, oh, bro, I can't put you number 1 off shit that you walked in. Like, I can't do that. Sakura, we already know that's cap. Niggas just like to hate on Sakura. Saryu is up there for me, but I can't justify hating her more than the rest of these people. Gabby, you guys are capping, and you really need to do some self-analysis if you hate Gabby that much and you don't hate Aaron. I cannot understand how you don't see how he literally wrote them as the exact same character in different genders. Literally, what happened to Gabby was what happened to Aaron episode 1, and Gabby reacted the exact same way Aaron did episode 1. When the Titans killed that motherfucker, that nigga said, "I'm killing all the Titans." Gabby said, "These niggas killed my friends. I'm killing all these niggas that showed up out of nowhere and killed my friends." Yeah, it was some coonish behavior. Yeah, she was brainwashed, but low-key wasn't Aaron brainwashed because the Titans he was trying to kill was himself. Like, he's a Titan, bro. Like, he was also killing his own kind. And then at the end of the day, Gabby at least turned to the was like, "No, I'm standing on this goofy shit." So I can't buy that. Kagome, I was not.
He's gonna kill everyone.
Kagome, I'm not that invested in Yasha, so I can't speak on the Kagome hate. But that's my thing.
I just say with Emma, like I can't speak with Emma because I dropped that shit early on, so I don't even know.
Right, Zach? Which means you already knew that she was trash, bro. You already knew she was ruining the series. You peeped.
You already.
She didn't give you a chance to hurt me,
Real quick, can y'all hear me? Yeah, okay. I'll give mine. I mean, most of the shit that MGG spoke to same, except I feel like with Saryu, like she was really doing her job. Like from the eye of the public, them niggas was criminals. It is what it is. With Emma, I feel like the reason I can't put her top 3 is because at the end, all that goofy shit she did, she won. So.
You just a hater. You just a hater, man.
I'll take that.
Wow.
I'll take that.
Touche.
But my number 3 is definitely Kagome, so I can speak a little bit on it. Kagome really a villain out there, bro. Like, she enslaved my nigga Inuyasha for the entire show. She was very abusive to this nigga. And then, it was like, literally, the way she treats this nigga is horrible. I'm like, bro.
So he got Stockholm Syndrome? That's what it is?
Yeah, he absolutely, bro. Like, at first it started out legitimate. Like, yo, you arriving this demon. Let me throw these beads on you. We good. But y'all know by the end of the series, I'm like, bro, y'all been traveling together for years. She still sit in Inuyasha like, bro, let my nigga free. That bitch a slave driver.
No.
Number 2, I'm gonna have to give it to bitch. And the reason she don't get number 1 is because, like, technically she was brainwashed by her culture into thinking that this nigga was the devil. And if y'all, or not just y'all, but most niggas run into the devil, I wouldn't be surprised if you did some wild shit to try and fuck the devil over. Like, but you ain't have to go that far, bitch.
And that's funny.
Okay. I'll wait for mine, but okay. Okay.
And my number 1 goes to Kimmy. First thing I want to say, dudes, if you haven't, you should watch Erase. It's critically acclaimed. You can watch it sub, dub. You can watch it live action. You can read it. That shit hit. It's good as fuck. Go watch that shit.
And make sure you use his friend code when you do that.
Exactly. I'll put everybody on, bro.
/player5.
Erase.com/player5.
Yeah. /player5 and you get a 10% discount. But she gotta be my number 1 because, like, her beating her kid is directly the reason she fucking dies. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of this shit would have had to happen if this lady would not have just beat her kid in just like the most gruesome ways, or it's just like she's shitty.
Right.
Send her to jail. No sympathy.
Yeah. All right. Oh, okay. I'll do it like this. All right. So my 3rd place, I'm gonna give it to. I gotta give it to Rachel, just cause that was like just some of the dirtiest ish that, like, when that push happened, that just hit me just so hard. Like, homie at least like again like the build up to like kind of bringing her into the squad, just saying like, bro, you don't gotta be solo dolo, like these people can be here for you, like blah blah blah, like just all of that heartwarming ish. And I was like, damn, that's so legit. It's like, bro, we about to literally get this W together, let's make it hot. And then it was just nah. I'm helping this
Right.
in peace, bro. I'm not sharing the number one spot with nobody. Your squad, not even our squad. This is my squad. And I was like, God damn. That was some of the coldest hits I've ever seen. But still third
Before you
place.
jump to the
Two.
next one, I just want to add one thing to the Rachel thing, bro. Them niggas hate, like, you can tell she really hurt Ben by like how I remember, like, I forget which chapter it was, but like when Coon, spoiler alert, Coon works with her like later or some shit. But
Oh,
that
he
nigga
hates that.
he's like this light ass bitch, like he's really on that shit with her, bro. I found that shit fucking hilarious. He was like, "Yeah, we work with her, but I know that bitch is a fucking liar." Like he
Oh, okay.
does not fuck with Rachel
Yeah,
at all,
man.
bro. Like that shit was funny as hell to me. I was like, "Oh, this nigga Coon not playing with none of y'all." But
No, I was
I just
I
wanted to
was
say
right.
that.
There you good. What was I saying? Second place, gotta go to Akemi for the exact same reasons Player 5 said. Child abuse, that just hits me a certain way. It's just like, bro, why? Like, they're one children to your own child. It just that logic just never sat well with me. Never a good excuse. Period. We'll leave it at that. And then one, obviously for me at least, gotta go to ah man, this evil, conniving, manipulative, scheming itch, man. Look, to go back to what Player Five said, as far as to even if she was brainwashed, whatever, just to entertain this argument hypothetical real quick. And this is the devil, bro. Why are you gonna try and torture the devil? Hmm? Like what kind of purpose is there, bro?
God's
I mean,
warriors. You
like,
know what I'm saying? A warrior
I
of
mean,
God.
like, why not just catch the body as soon as you could? Like, she had the chance right there. She knew magic. He knew nothing. She really could have bodied him a lot earlier than just trying to one pump up the rape charge and then just like go for to not get her own hands dirty. Like, I don't know about you, but if I knew for a fact the devil was at my left, he couldn't do nothing, and I got the blamey on me, I was just be like, damn, I guess this is the sign. Pop, pop, pop. Not, oh no, let me shoot myself and then call Popo on him. What? That don't make no sense to me. So, anyways, that's just like at least my I guess argument against that. But point is, rape charge, cold blood, trying to kill your sister, cold blood, and then just like the kind of like just torment homie like went through, like not just as far as like his own reputational standing, but like the mental like aspects of like that kind of suffering, that kind of hit me. I don't know. I don't know about y'all,
Can I
but
defend my client here?
oh, that's fair. Go ahead.
I won trying to kill her sister. That was a political game. She had an entire kingdom to inherit if her sister dies. You can't blame a nigga for that. That's the Game of Thrones, and we
Yeah, that's
know
yeah,
Game of
that's
Thrones.
cool.
You live or
He
you
said
die.
that's the game.
You win or
He
you
said
die.
that's
Right?
the
You
Game
feel
of
me?
Thrones.
So hey, I can't blame her on that one. And then you feel me? Did she come up with the dumbest possible plan ever to hurt the devil? Yes. We did not say she was a smart woman. We just said, she had justification in why she did what she did. It's the devil. What?
Man, look, okay, even if you're trying to pop the devil, that don't mean that you're necessarily good. You can still be evil low key. You know what I'm saying? So in
Yeah.
my head, she was enjoying all that shit. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's what it felt like the entire time. Like, I mean, still to this day, low key. But she was literally enjoying effing this kid up the entire time. Even when she had a truth serum in her blood to try and come clean after literally giving evidence. No, no, her life was saved by him. That's right. Even after her life was saved by this man, she had a chance to come clean and say, I'm sorry. You are actually not the devil. I was effed up. Nah, 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 nah. She was trying to still double down, my guy. She knew she was fucked up and she still went about that life. Till she was on the executional block, said, oh wait, that's really about to kill me right now. Yo, now Fumi, you know I was just joshing, right? Like literally until that exact point, she was ready to still say this mother effer is not the one, body him, not me.
And she's still on
that
that with him.
lawyer. I would tell her to double down on her position until she got the sentence too. Once they drop that
Wow.
death sentence, all right, shit, we gotta come clean.
Wow. Okay, my guy. I guess petty recognize petty. You got to protect your people.
All
I
I'm
hear
saying, hey, bro, family was ready to let her die. That's all I'm saying. That goes to show how much she was hated.
you.
Moms was ready to let her die. Bye.
But anyway, that's not true yet.
Hey, fuck you, Malty. As long as we're all on the same page that the Gabby hate is low key cap. I get it. She killed Sasha. It hurts. We get it. But come on, bro. It's not to the way niggas is casting the Gabby hate is wild to me, bro.
Yeah.
Made a whole diss
I
song.
didn't feel no type of way with the Gabby thing. I felt like it's war, baby. Like
Right?
he wasn't on no dirt. He's like, I'm killing these niggas. Like, what are you talking about?
Actually, I wouldn't say I was happy, but it was like, because it was starting to I was starting to worry about, like, damn, none of the main niggas dying. Like, I thought Attack on Titan was a little
Really?
so it reminded me what Attack on Titan was about. It was like, they ain't safe. These niggas ain't safe. So I was like, all right, love to see it.
Damn.
I'm sorry,
That's
but
kinda
the
cool.
only thing that hurt me is I'm like, they could have let somebody we care less about go. Like, ball homie Connie, that boy could have gone a long time.
Come
Yeah,
on, bro.
we
Connie, a
gotta
real
go.
one, bro. You gotta step off Connie. My nigga been banging since season 1.
Huh?
Nah, bro.
Come on, chill out, bro. Don't do him like that. Hey,
I mean, like, I'm just saying,
We'll-
we had the
we'll have
scale,
that
like,
discussion
Connie and
topic later.
Sasha.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was.
That's a topic later, but Connie has always felt like the most useless person in that group.
I
bro.
refuse to
The
allow
group of
niggas
them.
to hype Bleach and disrespect Connie in the same podcast, bro.
Come on, you can't do
Come on,
that.
bro.
What? Where's the parallel, my
He
guy?
been there. He been with the niggas. What you mean? He alive.
So is Sasha.
So
What
is
do you
Sasha.
mean?
What are you talking about?
I'm like, bro. The point is, like, she had like that.
So you telling me on your list of your list of characters that you could have chose died from the
He
main
top
group of
10.
niggas? Who you picking?
You said
There's
who I
there's
would've
less
chose
than
died?
10 of them. Who you
So you-
picking? Yeah, they got a lineup. You pick one of these niggas to get off. Who you picking from that tribe? You got
Not-
Gene, you
not
got Connie,
Connie,
you
nigga.
got wow. Who
Connie
going
is
over him?
really distinct.
How so?
I mean,
He the ball
made more
head
noise
nigga.
than
What you mean?
That's it. That's what I'm saying. Now I got it. It's because he seemed black to you. That's why you fuck with Connie, bro. Connie not black, bro. Let him go.
Oh,
Connie not black. He wasn't making black decisions in that show. Connie
He at
not
least
black.
one
He got a
fourth.
fade. We get it. But
He at
let him
least
go,
one
bro.
fourth.
No way. Cap.
1/4. He faded. Who do that?
Skinheads.
Ooh.
Wow.
Don't they?
That's
People in the
crazy.
military also do that.
Crazy.
No,
All I'm saying is we saw the black people there, bro. Connie ain't got nothing in them, bro.
Ooh.
There's black people there. We seen them. They popped up. Connie ain't there, bro. On the manga.
Yeah, let's keep going. Yeah.
All right. Starting with black. Yo, man, we in the land of Yami, bro. We in the land of Yami.
Yo, real talk. Really happy about
can
that
I say this?
direction.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Joker.
No. I mean, I just wanted to drop that comment. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, ma'am, this whole Land of the Rising Sun thing, I'm just like, I know Buddy said this is last shits, bro. But my mans could really make a whole new manga out of this, bro. Like he really world building, bro. Like
Thank you.
nigga. you
Come
son of
on,
a
bro.
bitch.
Somebody,
And you
I'm
gonna
telling
quit
you,
on us.
somebody can drop the bag on him.
Drop the
I'm hot.
bag on this man. Give him what he needs.
What I did appreciate though is that everybody knows how Black Clover goes in the story, bro. Because as soon as they was like, "Oh yeah, Asa's dead," Naki went straight to the. He was like, "Yo, bro, he not dead." And everybody was like, "Yup,
They was like,
Yup,
bro,
we know.
did you see a body? He not.
nope, he not dead." Exactly. Rule number
Let's
one:
start
if you
training
do
for
not
when he
see a
come back.
body, he not dead for real. He is not dead for real.
Mhm.
bro. I don't know. I'm iffy about it because I'm still like I don't feel like the new power he's learning yet is giving me full like he can tango unless they're already trying to because I feel like what they're sort of trying to say is like he low key can sort of tango with Lucius as Julius right now, but he just doesn't have enough. Like I expected more like combat type of stuff. I feel like this one shot move he's learning doesn't feel like enough to me. Like if they go like, oh, he learned
Yeah.
this, and they're like, oh, you good on your way, I would be like, how is he going? I get it, but also like, is it just gonna be how it usually goes? Everybody ganging up on Lucius, and then it's like, oh, I got this the move to kill him. I got a new move that will end him.
That has to be it because the guy was saying the king or whatever, he was saying just hold out until you can find the right opportunity to hit him with the super attack. I'm like, bro, he can't hold out against that nigga. Like what? Did they forget what happened the first time? But I mean, it's cool though. He gonna figure it out.
I guess so.
I don't see how.
It's Aspo.
Well, I mean, I know how they gonna do it. He gonna get a power up.
Right.
He gonna get it done, but you feel me? It don't make no sense.
Oh, it won't make sense. I agree.
I feel like whenever Asa goes,
it'll be a good fight though.
No, they're gonna at the very end. It's gonna be like, haha! Don't forget this ain't Black Clover, but you know Clover. So that's just what I'm
right.
I'm like, oh.
Hey, y'all saw my boy Yuno was fucking destroying high rank devils like they was
man. They tried to gloss over that real quick, but it was just like, nah,
monster.
Man, you know, done, dude.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Who was saying like they never seen nothing like that? Like he was doing something like
Romulan, that the fucking one of the leaders of the fucking levels of hell. That nigga was like, I ain't never seen no shit like that.
You know, gotta end it with a bang, bro. He hungry.
Yes. Yeah, it's time.
That boy hungry. I'm telling you, dog. I'm excited for what's gonna happen after this for sure. The Land of the Rising Sun. I want to see more of those samurais and a little bit more like I don't feel like I've seen enough as far as like power building goes. Like this move doesn't feel like enough for me. The way they hype, like the way they're presenting themselves is like these kind of like a little bit more omnipotent than what we got going on in the Clover Kingdom, a little bit stronger than what we got going on in the Clover Kingdom. I don't feel like I've seen enough of that yet. I want to see some more of that, but I don't know how they're going to integrate it. I don't know if Buddy's going to attack them and then they're going to run his fade and we're going to see what they got for real. But I just feel like I'm not getting that piece yet.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough. I mean, like, just as far as my feels in general, like Player 5 said, it's just like, it's too early. Like, just keep the series going.
Yep. It does have a lot of potential.
I mean, I still want the backstory on Charmy, low key. I want him some more dwarf info.
You know,
she'll probably still get a new power with no questions, with more questions to ask.
I keep thinking about like Yuno and how like he's the rival that just like stays stronger than the main character. Are there any other rivals y'all can think of that like just stayed stronger than the main character like the whole series? The only one I could think of this whole time was Sesshomaru. But like I can't think of any other rival that just
I look at Sesshomaru as like he was kind of the villain, right?
Yeah.
Not really.
He was a rival. I would say he was a rival more than a villain.
He followed the typical, rival thing. He was evil, got beat, and then he just became like an anti.
Yeah, he wasn't just wanderer, just doing random ish.
Yep. See, it's hard. The thing that comes to mind, but the way it's structured is different. Is like Soul Eater. I don't know why that's coming to my mind, but it's less that there wasn't a clear rival in that show, but it felt that Kid Shinigami homie was always the strongest dude for sure. I don't feel like they ever really surpassed him.
Felt stronger than Maka.
DT was a real one, bro. I'm like, holy shit.
That too.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as
I can't think of one.
Stayed broken? Nah.
built like that, bro. He
Yeah.
on his own type of nigga.
No,
Honestly,
I
I would
gotta
agree
rack
with
my
you on
brain
that.
about that one though. Yeah, I'm sure there's one out there, but it's definitely got to be obscure. There's nothing coming from like the bigger three, right? Naruto, I mean,
No,
surpass
no.
Sasuke eventually. That's obvious.
Will Gon
Um,
ever be better than Killua?
See, but the problem
Hmm.
why it's hard to do
Hmm.
that is the whole like
Hmm.
I would say standard, yes. Killua it always has an edge over Gon. But why I don't see it in the same way I see is because nigga did this whole broken super Gon move. I felt like that's what killed it for most people, where you would constantly kind of like feel that energy. But when we saw the whole thing with Pito, it was like, oh, we saw Gon's max, and we haven't seen something like that from Killua. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can see
that's
the
that's the only reason
logic,
why I gave
but
him.
I can see the logic, but personally, I think that's actually a good example because I've always personally seen Killua as stronger than Gon. Also, I
Mhm.
mean, like they're
No, I
different two
agree with you that
personalities, and like the only thing that was what was it? The mental block that he finally got ripped out a little later on. But if we're just talking about like true 1v1, forget the whole friendship aspect, who really takes the dub. I mean, it's gonna be Kilo, in my opinion. You could
Mhm.
consider that anomaly as far
No,
as
I agree.
seeing Gone's max, but I mean, obviously we knew the conditions of the max, so I felt like you dropped the same, like unlock all potential of Kilo too. Kilo would be on top also. I haven't seen anything to really put going over the edge. Not that heavy compared.
No, I agree. I don't think he's ever countering Godspeed with where he's at right now. But Max Killer, Max Gone, I feel like we're gonna see more of a tie than a clear
No,
separation.
no, Gon gonna be on top. The fuck? What?
Okay,
I don't know about Gone being on top.
okay. I
You know
haven't seen
what?
that
Like
yet, but all
you're
right
saying,
though.
you're saying massive gap, Max Gone, Max Killer. You think
You
No,
already
I didn't
know.
say massive gap. No,
so? What
but
do
Gon,
you what do you mean? You're
Gon
just saying we?
Gon's gonna be on top. Like he's the main character. Like,
Oh, I mean, yeah, sure, I can agree
oh,
with that.
did
But
you
what
see
I'm
they
saying
put the
is,
chapter
Maybe.
out, by
I
the way?
mean, huh?
huh?
Did you see the new chapter, by the way?
They dropped a new
Oh,
chapter.
I forgot about that. No,
Mm-hmm.
they did.
I'm not buying
But
that
wasn't there like
cap, bro.
another
He's
break?
about to
Like, didn't
leave
they
in a
drop one
second.
chapter and then he's on break again, low key?
Bro, I don't know. I don't read that shit. I'm just saying. I saw a chapter come out. I'm letting you know a chapter came out, but I don't
Oh,
read
okay.
I'll
that shit.
read it eventually.
No, I
Too
do
many
think
When
they
he
words.
dropped
announces
it.
that he's coming back again. But yeah, I don't know. But no, that's a good question. I'm gonna mull that over. That should be a future discussion topic if there's more out there. I'm very curious on that. Um, but yeah, anything else on Black Clover? All right, My Hero Academia. How do we feel about Overdrive
Final fight.
and whatever the fuck is going on here? They gave him reality breaking, physics
Bro,
breaking level powers.
why was that the reveal? Why did you make me wait for that, bro? That's all I
You
gotta
didn't
say.
like the gear.
Why
It's gonna
he
look hard.
already
You
has
know it's gonna look hard in the anime though.
Oh, well, yeah.
Fajin is already a boosting quirk, bro. That nigga got literally
Yeah,
now 3 boosting quirks. Like,
he needed it. How else was he gonna catch up to All Might? That's my
That's
thing. I
fair,
still
though.
didn't get how he was gonna catch up. They needed three things to me. I'm still just like, I guess they're trying to say we've solved the problem of him breaking his bones. But I'm like, you're breaking reality and you still don't look swole, my G. Uh okay, sure.
It's
Your bones
cool.
are holding it up, my G. I'm just saying, like, it felt like All Might's like punching tornadoes into existence felt like his muscles and body supported that action. I do not feel like Deku's does, but technically his output with that punch, I'm assuming, is stronger than what we've seen from All Might, if not very comparable. But they're talking about reality breaking shit or physics breaking shit. At least what I read in the recent chapter with that punch. I'm just like, bro, United States of Smash ended that nigga. I don't think that shit was doing what Deku just did. Hey, bro, I'm not looking at the Carfax like
Mm,
that. I just feel like it's a little smelly. That's all. Like we kind of like caught up to All Might foundational things that felt like was the whole like this is how you get to All Might just are kind of like being ignored a little bit to move forward with this fight. But I'm like the body thing always felt like a theme. And I get that he was able to skirt around some of those things with like Fajin and stuff, But I personally feel like that punch he put out should definitely have. But I don't know if they're trying to say because of overdrive, like the issues with how it actually affects your body are now like null and void. But in my mind, I'm like, bro, you still outputted like a crazy amount of strength. And that flimsy ass arm, there's no way it should be able to support. There's nothing you've done to warrant how you're supporting this. But
that shit went away.
Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
That's like remember when Luffy used to turn small after he used Gear Third? That shit just went away. That
Right.
his arm breaking just went away. That shit doesn't matter anymore.
And I feel you, but once again, like I be trying to hold writers accountable to what they did. And to me, the foundational like things of why we liked My Hero Academia is that quirks had repercussions. That was the thing. That was one of the things that made it interesting. Bakugo couldn't just throw bombs out all the fucking time. It was like, bro, this is based off my sweat. This shit actually hurts me to a degree. I can't just do this all the fucking time. And the same thing was with Deku. That was Deku's whole journey. Was like, nigga, I just can't do this shit like All Might. But you're telling me like one Dark Deku moment, a couple of training arc, he's better than All Might. That's the way I took that punch. Surpassed this nigga with one punch.
Yeah.
I'm already over it. I just have to call the bullshit out as I see it. That's all. I know we're all over it. I'm just like, yo, some more smelly bullshit. Here we go.
Yeah. My Hero fell off for me a while ago. Like, I just treat it as an obligation. Like, yeah. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. All right, cool.
At this point, I'm reading it to finish it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, kind of the same. Granted, I will admit, as you already mentioned, I mean the animation is gonna be clean.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it.
But no, as far as in general and like his whole power spectrum now, like honestly, after really the Tool Belt series, I was like, man. So
did y'all expect?
All I be thinking is they should have just gave All Might these powers. They should have gave All Might these powers so we can see him throw hands with all these powers. Like that's all I'm thinking about. Like that would have been dope. But no.
I'm sorry, to this day, I'm still for Lemillion. You haven't sold me on why Deku's better. If it wasn't for the plot bullshit, right? They each could equally have access to the same amount of power, right? Who do y'all? If we know that for sure, that the limitation still quote unquote applies, but the effect on both of them is relatively the same. We just take away the plot hole of Deku was for it because he didn't have quirks. Let's just say Lemillion gets it. He still is able to talk to the voices, and he gets the same. He's able to master the power in the same way Deku does. Who do you pick?
Lemillion, because he had to save Deku just like last chapter.
that's true.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Y'all can't tell me why this nigga's the main character.
I told you, the reason he the main character is because All Might chose a fanboy over the best hero. He wanted his legacy to live.
Bro, that situation could have been handled before Deku got there when Lemillion and three of them was fighting. Because the three of them was still putting in work. Now, Lemillion actually had the output Deku had in that moment when all three of them was fighting. It's over with. So I'm just like, okay, let's just get to the end, bro. Because at this point, All for One, like, you're starting to make me disappointed in the villains too now. Because I'm like, bro, All for One came in this bitch with all types of hype. Yo, I'm that nigga. I got counter plans for counter plans. I'm ready. I'm talking all this shit. And then I see you in this scene with this nigga's overdrive power. And somehow it caught you by surprise that this was developed in the way that it was. That's the part that like kind of irked me a bit. I'm just like, yeah, maybe you didn't know over all these years, though I find it hard to believe that this power was doing what it was doing. But I feel like you've ran into multiple All for One users each time period and been like, oh, this nigga not the same as the last nigga. And this nigga not the same as the last nigga. So I'm just like really bothered by the whole, oh my God, he turned overdrive into this superpower. I'm like, all right, bro. Why did you want it? Why did you want it? You must know that it does these things. But okay, bro, y'all just keep on selling, just keep on shitting on the best thing y'all got in this show. All for one. The only reason I'm still reading this shit is like, bro, I'm hoping you're gonna pull out something cool, but instead, y'all just shitting on me, bro. Dobby was a flop. Tomura, to me, I only liked his backstory, but he's always been a flop to me. Now Spinner is literally the crutch we're holding on. Spinner, y'all. Spinner. Is it just me because
Oh man, they
Oh, and he's still going off. Wait, on MGG, you fell off. We can't hear your audio. No, we still can't hear you, bro. Oh no! Oh, there you are.
I'm good.
Okay, now you're good.
I'm good.
Yeah, you straight. Right.
I'm just saying, I be reading this shit, and I just be hot. I'm like, am I too invested in this shit? Because I be looking around, and I just hear crickets from the anime community. Like, no one's going like, this shit is wild. What I'm reading, like, this not going well at all.
Everybody just like, it's just like when we were getting to the end of Naruto, and goofy shit kept happening. You feel me? You was like, wait, so this wasn't the bad guy. It's another one. Then it's another one. You know? Hey, bro. Hey, just finish it. At the end, wasn't nobody really huffing about it. We was just like, bro, just next chapter. What's happening? You feel me? Like, I feel like this is the same shit where it's just like, bro, what's on the next chapter? In this motherfucker. Give me the prologue and be done, bro. Because you right. Spinner, the hardest nigga on the block.
Spinner.
Is that the lizard?
Yeah. Oh shit!
What?
We lost him again. He got swole now. I see that. He's swole as hell now. Lizard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
My bad, I wasn't recording. But yeah, it's. Oh, I'll get into it in the goofies. Anyways, One Piece here. How y'all felt about it? I thought it was kind of a cool reveal that it's 6 robots. I feel like Kuma's not actually. I feel like he didn't do the bad things they're trying to say he did to Kuma, and we're gonna figure that out too. So I don't know. I'm interested.
I mean, I'm just glad.
Wow.
Huh?
He said he's interested in One Piece.
No, I mean after the Kaido stuff was over with, I was like, all right. We're finally getting to the end, right? So we started talking about Reverie again, which I was like, this was the shit I was invested in the beginning. This whole Kobe stuff, like the stuff they're talking about now is there. To me, the biggest question for y'all, sorry, before Jug got into this thing that just made me think of is, do we really care about CP0 at this point after we saw how big of a flop these niggas was? Like, do I care about Rob Lucci, Stutzy at all after what we just saw in the last fucking arc? Because I don't.
That was kind of like my only current gripe. Like actually getting into like Vegapunk and like backstory and then like who they are now. Like that's, to me, that's like fire. Like I've been waiting. I don't know about y'all, but I've been waiting for like a Vegapunk reveal since like the jump almost. So that's like finally.
It was going crazy when they talk about Vegapunk.
Right. But no, CP0 is foolish. I mean, it's like, really? Like these are the next, like the only thing I could see being like, I guess kind of typical One Piece is like they're literally introducing them to get dropped and stuff, you know? Where it's just like, oh, CP0 rolling up to my island, all right, bet, machines F them up. And like, you know, they just get got somehow, something like that. But if they end up evolving a real fight between the Straw Hats and CP0, it's like, come on, bro.
That'll be good.
Come on, bro.
I can't see how to. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it'll be goofy because, like,
you
like I don't like when they bring like villains back to be villains, right? To be let me change that. Antagonists back to be antagonists.
No, I hear
you already beat them, right?
You got washed once, my nigga.
Yeah, like there's no need for you to come back. There's no way your growth rate is the same as Luffy's growth rate. Like you can't, like it's a wrap. You know, you can't fight Kaido. Niggas was fighting Kaido. It's fine. Like, what's the point? I think they just brought him back as a fan service because niggas love him and all that. I think, but what are they really gonna do? I really don't understand.
Exactly.
Right.
So I just think
I'm-
it's gonna end up being a joke. Vegapunk's probably gonna drop him solo dolo, something like that.
Unless they turn.
I think they might actually get a kill off. I think they might low key kill him,
Oh, you
but
think
I
they
just
gonna
don't think
finish
it's
off
gonna
Vegapunk?
require interaction from Luffy and them. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
On
really?
some
Yeah.
like sneaky nigga shit. Like, oh, we popped up behind, we saw type shit. Oh, it's over with. Move the fuck on, like that.
And
that
that's
type
what
of
they
thing.
do, right? That's what they're supposed to be doing. So I would
Yeah.
appreciate it. I hope they do that. If they don't, I'll be upset. I would hope they like come and sneaky kill some niggas. That'll be great. Because the other CP9, they don't be doing that. The other CPs don't be doing what they should be doing. Like,
I don't.
just kill some niggas. That's all I want you to do. Some
No, they
niggas.
trash.
Right? But yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm excited we're entering the final stages because that's what I see this as. Is like, okay, we finally moving towards like the final big reveals, big questions are gonna get answered. I'm glad we're past the Kaido stuff. Fuck Admiral Green Bull as always. And
Oh, you a hater?
yeah, that's
You a hater? You a hater?
Hey, you thought he was good?
What?
Admiral Green Bull,
Really?
you like him.
Which one is he?
He's literally at the bottom of the Admiral list. Exactly.
Oh,
He said which one is he?
He's the racist one.
Literally at the oh, that's what it is. He literally at
Wait,
the
what,
bottom
he
of the
racist?
list for me, bro. I don't know
Huh?
where the
I
racist
don't think I
came
caught
from.
that. Wait, he racist?
Racist?
Yeah, racist.
What did he do?
I
He
think
was-
that-
Okay, we just gonna
He
throw
was-
that out there. All right.
Beneath like the tent, he was talking about how the what's the names in the tubes?
Hmm?
The niggas with the
There's niggas in
fishbowl,
tubes.
the fishbowl head.
Tenryu Obito?
Oh,
That-
Yeah, he's talking about how like they should be on top of the world. Like I took that as
Celestial.
like, oh, damn,
Okay.
he a white boy saying the white people.
Oh, I
should
see
be on
what you're saying. Okay.
top.
He had nationalist tendencies. That's what, okay. I
Okay, I
got
hear
you. He
you.
was doing
I
some
think
white
that's racist.
nationalist stuff.
No, I hear you.
I feel you. No, I hear you,
But
dude.
yeah,
But regardless, he's the low. He immediately falls to the bottom. That's all.
They're all like Fujitora is
Who's better?
trash.
Fujitora and Kisa. What?
Huh?
Okay.
Cap.
Fujitora is trash too.
Cap.
Huh?
I just
Okay.
feel like that's Cap. That's all I'm saying. How is he? Are you saying they're equally trash to you? Or are you saying Green Bull is over Fujitora?
Green Bull is worse. I'm talking about this fighting. I'm talking about Green Bull is worse. But like
Oh,
to me, like the fact that these niggas ran up in the Holy Land, got out. I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah, we
Like-
talked about that.
Oh, whoa.
They ran through admirals, bro, and they
Come on.
got Kuma out. No problem.
Come
No
on,
scratches.
no scratches, nigga.
Niggas
Come
is
on,
chilling.
come on.
Hey, bro, washed. Hey, you sleeping on niggas?
It's
All right.
up.
Anything else? Anything else on One Piece?
No.
No, just that.
All right, MVPs and Goofies. I'm gonna just go first, get it out the way. First up, MVP is going to Shadow's House. It is a better version of Promised Neverland for me so far. I enjoy it. I'm not gonna put no niggas on. I'm just saying it's a better version of Promised Neverland. It's about some shadows and some dolls. Interesting story questions. Some raw ass niggas is in there. I like the show.
Is that
Yeah, I'm
anime
giving
or
it.
a manga.
It's an anime. Yeah.
That's the anime where it's like
Yeah,
the
it's-
MC's like a blonde little girl or something, right?
Yep. It's a
Okay.
shadow and a doll thing, and then like basically they all live in this big old house. You don't really know much about why, but every shadow has this human doll relationship, and as the story progresses, you find out how that relationship actually formed and what the fuck it actually is, which is where the Promised Neverland vibes come in, and
I
you're
see.
like, oh shit. But it's very slice of lifey in the way the story is told, so they just be around shit, and then every once in a while they do like investigative strat shit. So like those first two episodes feel very slice of life, then they get to their first test and you're like, that's where the strategy come in, and then they do a little strat shit from there. But either way, I fuck with the show. My Goofy gotta go to All for One. Hey bro, Horikoshi, I really should give it to you, Horikoshi, but you've ruined one of my favorite villains. It's just so disappointing to see where we're at with this shit. I don't have much to say other than like thanks for wasting years.
Got it.
That's where I'm at with it, because it wasn't like Naruto year wasted where I was like, I had hype, like Naruto Shippuden still kept me going, all this stuff. It's like, bro, you really just like where did you want this to go? I always have to ask myself that question. I just go back to like what you wrote, and I'm like, bro, how did you? This is where you wanted to go, for real, or was it just is it stress? Is because I know mangakas got hard lives. I get that bullshit, but what you doing to me with this shit, bro? And then you want to go ahead and gaslight Japan as like the comic book superhero niggas. I'm like, come on, bro. We got better storylines from Squirrel Girl, my G. But anyways, I'm done.
I'll give
I'm
mine. My Goofy is the 1,000-Year Blood War arc.
Crack that.
I know that
It ain't even finished yet.
I already know it's gonna be funny, bro. You're not getting me again. I keep trying to warn y'all, but go ahead. Y'all like getting slapped up, I guess. It's like every motherfucker that keep thinking that Buddy gonna keep writing Hunter x Hunter. It's the same type of abuse, bro. I ain't going through it. And then my MVP is Werewolf by Night. I knew nothing about it. I don't know shit about that character. I think he's supposed to be like a pretty obscure character, and they made it pretty fun. It was pretty good.
I'll give out mine real quick. For MVP, I finally saw the Jujutsu Kaisen movie, so that was actually mad decent. And I gotta give my MVP to my guy Yuta Okotsu. I mean, I literally forgot like how cold of a mother effer this guy really is. But it's like when you see like how quick and how stupidly broken his come up, and then like what his actual like 100%, well, whatever you want to call like his full strength or at least close to it is.
What's that?
Yuta, like from Jujutsu Kaisen. Wait, you read Jujutsu Kaisen?
Oh, I dropped it.
Oh, I dropped it.
Damn, tough.
I'll catch up. It was too many words.
Fair.
It's still
if anything,
that. You might as well
watch
just
the
keep watching the
when
anime.
that comes
Yeah.
I feel like
It
that
ain't
needs to
stop.
watch for you. But in any
Hey,
case,
no,
like,
but
this man is just straight dangerous, bro. Like homie, woof. Like when they actually like showed him copy like Buddy who cast like the cursed speech and did it like just so easy, just like nah, y'all did it, and they just kept rolling, just like mad punches, mad skills, and it was just like fuck, bro. Like this guy is a force. Like you can't, like he's just I was about to say Gojo level. Let me calm down, but like fuck, I mean he's getting there.
No, bro, you're not capping, bro. Like the senior class, especially manga wise, JoJo on Gojo's territory. They're not as casual with it as Gojo is yet, but like that time skip arc where Gojo went from like, oh, I'm just like a nigga who has a goat power but is not goated yet, to like, oh, I'm goated now. Yeah. They're all having those moments right now. Like Maki just had, she's like, bro, I get it,
bro.
I'm the GOAT.
Nah, like
I didn't know I was the GOAT the whole time. Wild.
She was the honorable mention MVP this time around, but no.
You said Maki?
Who?
Maki.
No,
the GOAT.
Maki. You gotta keep reading. You gotta keep watching, bro.
The GOAT.
Is she stronger than she harder than the main nigga?
Yeah.
I mean, no, but
what main nigga? Gojo which main nigga have you met?
Yeah.
What main nigga are you talking about? Huh?
The main character.
You're talking about Yuji. Okay, so we're talking about Yuji Itadori. All right.
Are you talking about Sukuna?
Yeah.
Maybe stronger.
Oh, you talking about straight Sukuna?
But
nah. But stronger than Yuji.
But them niggas not folding easy either though. Fact. I don't think. Yeah. I think we're at a point where they're not folding easy to that nigga.
What about the guy that summons the wolf?
Oh, he's not. I mean, he has. Yeah, he's not there. The senior class has entered a new stage. That's all I'll say. Everyone in the senior class.
I thought you said like Yuji and them was the rawest niggas coming up.
No, so like Megumi got special clout, right? Sukuna was like, "Yo, nigga, you're special." So we know something's coming from Megumi. He hasn't lived up to that potential. Maki has entered. Did you get to the flashback arc?
No.
Okay, so then there's a nigga. There's a goat nigga that like. There's a goat nigga that Maki is aligned to. Like he's a weapon specialist. He's the goat. He took down Gojo off playing strats alone. he took down
Oh,
Gojo's power. Was
okay. I think I might have seen that part, but like that was
Yeah.
before Gojo was Gojo, so that don't count.
I mean, but he still, even when
I
Gojo
mean,
flipped on his ass, he was still
close.
the nigga won. That's
All right, put it like this: if Gojo got out right now,
Yeah.
then is he still he's locked still locked
He's
up in
still
that?
technically
Yeah.
locked up. Yeah.
Yeah, there's literally a Twitter page that just says Gojo's been locked up for blank many days.
Are you
That's
serious?
bro.
That's hilarious.
Let the nigga out. Like,
Yeah, no.
all right. Yeah.
No, but all I'm saying is when you get to that point in the anime, you'll see what we talking about, bro. Like Yuta is hype, Hikari, who you haven't met yet, is another hype ass nigga, and Maki is hype, and Panda is getting there. He's hype, but you're
Slow. Yeah.
for reasons, but he hasn't got to his hype yet. But that nigga up there too. They all up there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is when you get to that point, you'll see why they're close. Maki, do you want me to give you one example? It's a spoiler though.
Okay.
Maki killed her entire clan. The Zenin clan is no more. She wiped all them niggas off the map.
Same day. Like just literally just back to back.
She
to
wiped
back.
her entire clan
Body.
off the map.
Like
She
straight
went
Itachi
to
did.
their house
Like
where they
straight
live
Itachi
and
did.
murdered the oldest nigga in the clan, the rawest nigga in the clan. All of them niggas are dead by her hands alone. She doesn't have any jujitsu. She doesn't have any jujitsu kaisen. She doesn't have any sorcerer powers. Just weapons, bro. There's a nigga who could freeze niggas, body them. You feel me? Like these niggas with these special powers, she went in with weapons and bodied all of them. That's all I'm saying.
She's like the goated 10-10, bro. Like real talk.
Different
like, it's
level.
crazy to think about, but yeah. Like she
I'm
really
just saying,
are.
when you get to that point, you'll see what we talking about.
I get it.
The respect is warranted.
I seen Gojo at work, so that's all I'm saying. I see.
I mean, like,
And
dude,
all
don't
I'm
get us
saying
wrong. Like, I don't think anyone here is saying that anyone is currently stronger than Gojo. Like, that's not really.
Just making sure.
All we're saying is that they're giving the senior class Gojo level scenes of finesse. That's all I'm saying. There are scenes from Maki, there are scenes from Yuta, and there are scenes from Hikari that you're like, oh, I see why Gojo picked you niggas. Like, y'all definitely do have the ability to surpass this nigga, or at least be on his level. That's all.
In 5 years when they animate it, I'll get back to you.
Oh, right, yeah, exactly. Because you do got hella parts, bro. Like, niggas is fine on the anime.
And then as far as my goofy, just to go back to Maki being a beast, it's like that Zenin clan who did come back as the as like a curse in general, because that mother effer literally opened up the domain expansion and then forgot she had no curse energy and that you can get snuck on. Like, really? But to me that was just really goofy, considering like he was part of the Zenin clan and knows her, yet couldn't really scheme after that. But anyway. So, yeah.
I think you're the last one, dude.
My goofy goes to Togashi for putting out one chapter and then just like disappearing again. Like, I don't know why he doing that. Now that nigga is dying. Okay, that's different, but that's all a lot.
He might be.
No, he playing Dungeons and Dragons in the basement.
That's when the next Dragon Quest drop. He can't write that chapter.
And then my MVP goes to Daredevil for getting them She-Hulk Creek.
Strong plus. All right, y'all. I think that is it for this episode. We will catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for joining the live stream. For those who did, see y'all next episode.
Until next time.